Hi, Ricky Salinas with Freedom Plumbers and Pumpers, Septic and Drain, coming to you from Manassas, Virginia, with the inspection of a septic drain field from a distribution box. Let me show you the job site real quick, and as I do, we'll tell you what we did. So this is the excavation site for the surge box and the distribution box. We'll show this to you real quick. Sorry for my shadow there. This is a surge box, and this is your distribution box. All of them are concrete. Just so we know what is what, the surge box is designed to take on the effluent that is coming from the pump chamber all the way across. And in here, it comes in and it slows down because once it gets here, it's coming in with force. So this is designed to take it, slow it down, and then let it bleed into the distribution box. Once it bleeds in through the distribution box from this pipe, this comes in and spreads evenly amongst 6 lines, which are over here. So that's what the layout is out here. When it comes to the property, you have your house, of course your driveway and street, and your backyard, with the septic tank and the pump chamber being around the corner over on that side, more than 200 feet away. And then this is the utility line that looks like it was worked on not too long ago. The distance between this utility line and that distribution box is well over 25 feet. The drain field is completely away from this distribution, or this line is this gas line right here. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and discuss the findings. So we went ahead and sent in a sewer camera into each one of those lines, including the line that is coming in from the distribution box. And what we found is the following. The distribution box itself has a great amount of root intrusion. I'll show you right now. This is the pipe that is coming from the surge box. That is the outlet to surge, inlet to D, as in D box. And as you can tell, I'm hoping you can get a good view, that is roots. A good amount of them. It's so much that the pipe is fully saturated and I can't get my camera through from here to here. It won't come in. Next, we went into line number 1. Line number 1 is the same exact story. Has a lot of roots and I can't get past the distribution box. I go in and get stuck within 12 inches. Then we go into line number 2. Line number 2 right there. This line has some root intrusions on the access, but I was actually able to make it all the way to the end, and I'll show you where that is, with a pipe that sits approximately 4 feet deep at its dead end. Next comes line number 3, which is this one right here. As you can tell, that one right here, it has also a great amount of root intrusions on the access. Let me grab my trusty little notepad. Let's see. Thank you for your patience. Line number 3, I couldn't get past the distribution box. So a foot from the distribution box, just like line number 1, I couldn't get past it. Okay. When it comes to line number 4 is this guy. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4. Line number 4 is this guy. I was able to get through. We do have a lot of roots right at the beginning, but I can get through. And then approximately 30 feet out, I hit saturation. And what saturation means is that the pipe is not draining properly, is not functioning properly. There's complete water holding within the pipe. The pipe is completely full. So the ground is no longer functioning properly, is no longer filtering. One interesting fact about that line is that it appeared to be at its dead end, which I was able to make it to the dead end. It appeared to be slightly deeper than the other 3 lines ahead of it. That was actually kind of curious, but regardless, that line itself is no longer draining properly, not functioning properly. It is failing right now, but it's not completely failed. Moving on to the next line. Next line is line number, line number 5. And line number 5 is right. Let me see, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So line number 5 is this one. Line number 5 is one of the good ones. That one has root intrusions right at the access, but I was able to reach all the way down to the end, all the way down there, and it's not holding any water. It's actually a good pipe. And then lastly, you got line number 6. Line number 6 is the one in which the camera is in right now. That one right there, it is also a failing pipe. It has root intrusions right at the access, and then as you go in another 20, 30 feet, you're fully saturated, and the pipe holds full saturation all the way to its dead end. And dead end pretty much means the end of the field. So what that completely means to you is that line 1 and line 1 and line 3. Line 1 and line 3 are failed right at the D-box due to root intrusions. Line 4 and line 6, if I have many fingers I do 6, are fully saturated, so they're no longer draining properly. And line 2 and line 5 have some roots, but they're good all the way to the end. So out of all 6, those 2 are the really good ones. And last but not least, the pipe that connects the surge box with the distribution box is also failing. Lots of root intrusions, can't get through it with a camera. So I'm going to show you the dead ends now. Let's go ahead and flip this camera. There you go. The field is quite big. It's a beautifully long and big field. All the pipes come along and head over into the drain field itself. And as you're going to see by the flags, I was able to reach the end of 4 out of 6 lines. They are about 9 feet on center. The pipes are approximately 4 feet deep. Some of them did read 5 feet deep. And here it is. This is line 2. Line 1, obviously I couldn't get to it. Line 3, I couldn't get to it. Line 4, 5, and 6. Nice and long lines. That's what you have. Distribution box, surge box, and drain field. All of its findings and issues and reports. So that's all I have for you right now. My name is Ricky Salinas with Freedom Plumbers and Pumpers, Septic and Drain. Again, coming to you from Manassas, Virginia. If you have any questions about this report, feel free to call me at 703-895-4109. You can also email me at ricky@freedomplumbers.com, or you can schedule online at www.freedomplumbers.com. For now, that's all we got. We'll catch you on the next one.